Howdy folks, hope you're having a jolly good one, and welcome back to Wannabe White Tea. I'm Barky, and today, the Bomber Crew series is finally going to reach its dramatic conclusion. Dear me, this has been going on for a while. Longest series on the channel. When did we start this? Was it... Oh my god, it was 2020! Oh no. It's 2023 now! Oh dear. Anyway, existential crisis aside, onto the mission. In preparation for the final blow to the enemy, we must take out their main defensive air bases. Expect the heaviest of resistance. Oh good! Oh dear. Oh no. Right, oh dear. So, very high risk mission, enemy ace in mission area. I might need to prepare. Actually, I definitely have to prepare. I'm not gonna go face the endgame without our signature catchphrase on the side of the plane. What's that? Achievement, Tour of Duty. Jolly good. Alright then. Wait a minute. Tour of Duty. Isn't that when a crew member survives 30 missions? Oh my god! Wagstaff, you've only gone and done it! For a while now, she's been quite a special one, to be fair. She's the veteran. Out of all the crew members, which, let me remind you, are already a pretty special crew, they hold a record for the longest surviving crew with over 7, which is a morbidly low record, but a record nonetheless. And Joan Wagstaff is the crew member who's been flying with us the most out of all of them. As proven by the achievement, she's done over 30 missions. Her first appearance was in the Wannabe YT video Bomber Crew Burn. She's done the D-Day operation, she's done Operation Fortress, she survived 2 emergency landings, and 4 crashes. One of which she was the sole survivor, and another one she was one of 2 survivors. Quite an achievement, eh? Good on you, Wagstaff. I hope you get a well-deserved rest after this all blows over. We've just got to complete this high-risk mission first. Oh dear. That's raised the stakes quite a bit, hasn't it? Oh god, I hope she doesn't die. That would... oh god, that'd end the series on a really depressing note. I mean, don't get me wrong, if the other crew members died, would also be pretty bad, but, well, Wagstaff would be a particularly depressing case. Anyway, let's not get sidetracked. The mission has begun, after all. Although, to be fair, we are above the UK, so there isn't much to talk about. We're expecting heavy oh, we're starting strong. We're expecting heavy resistance on this mission. Thanks, Wing Commander Biggins. No pressure, then. No pressure. The biggest mistake people make is they apply too much pressure. No pressure. You can tell I'm nervous when I start quoting Bob Ross for no apparent reason. Oh dear. We appear to have a very beautiful sunset, which is kind of a good news, bad news situation. The good news is, we'll be able to navigate using the stars soon, and thus we'll be able to fly at high altitude and avoid a lot of the enemy aircraft. The bad news is, it's the endgame, so there's bound to be a lot of enemy aircraft that can fly at high altitude. Still, makes for a very beautiful thumbnail. Oh. He's not liking this. Just flying through the cloud briefly. Now then. I still can't believe this game has been featured on this channel for so long. I mean, when I started this playthrough, I still had the guts to play Subnautica. Here's a fun fact for you. This game is the one that forever damaged, or depending on your opinion, improved my English language. Because believe it or not, before 2020 I didn't speak like I was straight from 1940s Britain. Yeah. Oh dear, jolly good. Well, that's jolly spiffing, old boy. Jolly good show. Those weren't part of my vocabulary. Can you imagine? There was a time in my life when I was sane. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. We appear to have more pressing concerns, like the Messerschmitts, by the sound of it, jets that are swarming around us. They might be a tad more important right now. Oh dear. Right, Robertson, focus. I believe I got Trimming and Wagstaff on the defensive, so the Messerschmitts should stay well away. Now, we've reached high altitude, it's night time, so we can now navigate using the stars. Trimming looks to be dealing with the Messerschmitts with ease, and oh dear, those are searchlights. That can't be good, let's try and avoid them. Oh, and there go the hydraulics. British engineers. Do you want me to try that again with sounds? There we go, British engineering strikes again. Wouldn't be a Bomber Crew episode without British engineering doing its thing. Also, wouldn't be a what? Wouldn't be a Bomber Crew episode if I didn't accidentally send the wrong crew member to fix the hydraulics. Yeah, fixing the hydraulics is not part of Hugh's contract. He's the navigator. Anyway, we appear to have spotted an enemy aircraft, but I don't know if it's engaging. Trimming and Robertson are, though, so I suppose we've entered a dogfight. So I'm going to get Trimming on the defensive. By the sound of it, it's a jet, so these things tend to have missiles, which, well, they're not that much of a deal. A well-placed corkscrew is enough to deal with them, but I don't want to spend more time in the air than I have to, because one, this is a very hard mission, and two, it's a medium duration mission. And I've almost run out of fuel on short duration missions, so I don't want to take any chances here. Oh, they've got a lock. Time for a corkscrew. Jolly good show. Right, now. Wagstaff, you wouldn't happen to be able to deal with that Messerschmitt, would you? Where's he gone? There he is, behind us. Where are we off to? There we go. Hughes has managed to figure out which direction we're headed again. Jolly good. I'm going to set the fuel mixture to lean, because we're not in any immediate danger, apart from the flag. Maybe I should... We're just on the outskirts, I think we'll be fine. I'll just kind of... Yeah. This looks like a good course to me. There we go. Jolly good. Why is the music doing that? Oh, that can't be good. Wing Command. They're scrambling fighters from Wildau. Take out the airbase. Thanks for the intel, Wing Commander. Begins? Right, well, we've got to take out the airbase now. There's also an optional recon photo we can take, but we're at high altitude and there are fighters incoming, so I don't think I'm going to take that opportunity. Thank you very much. Where's the airbase? I presume it's where the fighters are coming from. Where are they? I saw them a second ago. There they are. Alright. Trimming. Keep them well away from us. And Robertson is going to focus. Focus increases his accuracy, so hopefully he should be able to hit them, while Trimming's wild shooting is going to keep them well away from us. Also, they don't appear to be able to reach high altitude, which is good. Oh, and now the Spitfire fighters I recalled at some point. I didn't notice. So much to keep track of in these voiceovers. Now, where's the airbase? Searchlights in the distance. Oh, it's where the searchlights are, right. Enemy fighters appear to be taking off. Actually no, they're not taking off currently, they might still be parked. Let's deal with the airbase then. Now two enemy airbases. Let's not drop all our bombs on one, so... Wait for it. Where is it? Is it? I presume it's near the searchlight, but it's hard to see through the cloud. Ah, there it is. Right. Bombs away! The searchlights found us, which can't be good. But we've bombed one of the airbases, so that's one ticked off the list. Where's airbase number 2? Grand Bryson are scrambling fighters. Put a stop to them. Alright, alright. Fighters inbound. Oh my god! Oh dear. Oh, Wagstaff is taking a beating. Get out of there, Wagstaff. You gotta go heal. I'm going to get trimming on the defensive. And I'm gonna fire a missile. No, I'm not gonna waste a missile. We've got Spitfires. They're gonna help us out. Hopefully we won't be absolutely overwhelmed. Just... mildly overwhelmed. It's a good thing it's nighttime and we can fly at high altitude. Wagstaff's recovering. Gotta get Robertson down to the bombing bay. And open the bomb bay doors. It's time to bomb airfield number 2. More enemy fighters incoming. Select all. And bombs away. That's mission accomplished. Jolly good show. Time to head home for tea and crumpets and hopefully some medals. Flank ahead below us. Well, so long as it's not at our altitude, we should be alright. Gonna use auto tag to spot all the enemy fighters. Oh dear, this doesn't look good. Gonna fire a missile. Hopefully it should find some enemy fighter. Use high explosive. Oh no, hang on, that's a heavy bomber. Well, high explosive ammo did it anyway. Jolly good. Right. New waypoint. Whew. This is chaotic. Oh dear, the sun's rising. Okay, that is quite bad. We're getting reports that an enemy ace pilot, Kaiser von Dusen, is active in the area. Oh dear, right. There's a bunch of enemy fighters below us. It's sunrise, which means we can no longer navigate using the stars, which means we're going to have to fly back down to lower altitude. And there's an enemy ace pilot. And there he is, Kaiser von Dusen. Hail to the Kaiser, now witness your own doom. Feel the wrath of the thunder gods. Right, as I've said in previous episodes, ace fights tend to go in one of two ways. Either you destroy them immediately, or you fight for blimmin' ages. Hopefully, we'll destroy Kaiser von Dusen immediately. Hopefully. I'm kind of banking on it. Gonna use armor-piercing ammo. Come on, Wagstaff. Give him your worst. Why aren't you shooting him? Focus! There's also an enemy fighter coming in. Where is it? There it is. Give me the fight I crave! Harder! Harder! I am your personal extinction level event! Do you know, I'm surprised none of these dramatic ace pilot readings haven't come back to haunt me. Right, there's one of the fighters gone, but it looks like Kaiser von Dusen is going to be a tough fight. I'm saying that because I haven't immediately defeated him. And there are more enemy fighters spotted on radar. Where have they gone? Gonna get trimming on the defensive. We also appear to have lost our starboard outer engine. Oh dear. Die, you fools! You have met your expiry date! The Kaiser seems quite confident. And for good reason. I mean, we're high above God knows where. Hughes is completely blind because it's daytime and we can't navigate using the stars anymore. There are fighters and flak beneath us. We're missing one of our engines and we're fighting an ace pilot that simply won't die. Oh dear. Right. Wagstaff, focus and use high explosive ammo. Have you ever faced death before? For here I am. Flee before my storm, lest it blows you apart. This is quite fun, actually. I kinda regret not being even more dramatic in my previous ace pilot encounters. Now might not be the best time to be merry. The situation's looking pretty dire. The plane, it's got a lot of bullet holes in it, but it doesn't appear to have taken too much damage. It's just the starboard's inner engine is also in a pretty poor state, and Wagstaff is not looking too good. Wagstaff's seen better days. And now Kaiser is repeating himself. Right, also, our port outer engine is on fire, so let's just use one of our fire extinguishers. I'm going to get Wagstaff to... I'm not sure, should I get Wagstaff to heal or focus? I'm not too sure. I think, yeah, I'm gonna get Wagstaff to use armor-piercing ammo, because we do need to fight off quite a few aircraft, and there appears to be another one inbound according to radar. Oh dear. History is written by the victors. And you have already been forgotten. Sad. Kaiser, have you heard of a memorial? Oh dear. I have no idea where we are, by the way. You see, because I'm engaged in the already pretty challenging duel with the Kaiser, I don't really want to go down to low altitude and face the added challenge of more enemy aircraft and flak. So, we're gonna stay at high altitude despite the fact that it's daytime, and therefore Hughes doesn't know where we are and can't give us any waypoints. Also, I can't read his map. Something tells me I'm going to have to make good use of Kelly's lean fuel mixture ability. Oh, here he comes. Are we gonna get him? I think we're gonna get him. Gah! Your fighting spirit is unstoppable. I deem you worthy. No! No! This cannot be happening! I am the thunder! I am the storm! I am... So that happened. Anyway, that's one less fighter to deal with. It's starting to look like we may return back to base alive after all. Jolly good. Good shooting, Trimming. Well said, Gallant. Wagstaff is not looking too good, but, we appear to be over the channel. We're going back to low altitude. Let's see where we are. What's our fuel situation? I hope it isn't too bad. Maybe we should prioritize a little. First of all, where on earth are we? That's a pretty good one. The fuel situation is surprisingly good, actually. Yeah, we were heading the exact wrong way. Where did we go? Looking at the map, we appear to be miles over the North Sea. Right, well. Just a tad off course, but the path should be pretty clear and safe all the way back to RAF Woodbridge. Wagstaff has recovered from her injuries. Jolly good. I think Trimming is the next one that needs the most attention. Then it might be Kelly. Actually, Hughes... People are looking pretty good otherwise. Wagstaff is definitely the one that took the most beating. Now, I've gotten Kelly to heal... Who is it? Hughes, I believe. Yes. I think next, yeah, deal with Gowland. Trimming's recovered, so that's good. Southern's looking alright. maybe scratched himself a little. 'Tis but a scratch. Right. Whew. It looks like we're gonna live. Unless I catastrophically mess up in terms of fuel. Which hopefully shouldn't happen. God, the amount of bullet holes in this thing is insane. It's a miracle the old girl is still flying. Right, welcome back above Britain. Where is... I don't think I've ever flown over here. Why is that music playing? Did we go back? No, above Britain. Why would there be fighters above... Well, the Battle of Britain, there would be fighters above Britain, but... There've never been fighters, especially not late war. You're not going to get fighters above Britain. I think it's just the music randomly kicking in. There's IF Woodbridge. Jolly good. We've made it back home for tea and crumpets and even some medals. We've made it! Well, not just yet, but we've almost made it! And there's no way I could mess this up. Well, it is me though. Still, it's good to see that my longest surviving crew is the one that survived the war. You had been... well... it wouldn't have been a particularly good ending. Anyway, doesn't matter, we've almost made it. Let's just get the battered old girl back on the ground. Probably should get Southern to deploy landing gear now. There we go. Let's get a good angle of approach. There we go. And... wait for it. Touchdown. We've done it. We've made it to the end. Well, I'm gonna have to make a confession here. This isn't actually the last mission. There is one where you bomb Hitler's bunker, but that one had a pretty poor ending I really don't want to cover. So instead, this is our ending. It's canon, and don't you dare convince me otherwise. And now I get to see all the crew members. There's the starting crew. I didn't make an episode with them, but wait for it. There's Operation Chariot, our first episode with Reid, the absolute legend, mostly known for his death, which was, to be fair, probably the funniest episode in the entire series. Which was rather unfortunately like the third. What better way to say I've wasted your time. There's, Frank Watt. The amount of gags I must have done with his surname. Operation Lelantos, that was a fun one, dodging all of the radars. What else did we have? We had Operation Overlord, of course. That one had a very confusing ending. I don't know how we killed the ace pilot there. With the first appearance of Wagstaff. She's been on this adventure for just that long. There's Operation Fortress with most of our crew except Jane, who died, unfortunately. There's the mission we just completed, Operation Zeus in G. George. What a mess this was, but I'm glad we ended on a dramatic high note. And this never happened, alright? We don't talk about Operation Nemesis. Oh dear. And that was Bomber Crew. What an absolutely fantastic game. And made by 2 people. Impressive, isn't it? I mean, this is such a well-made and polished game. I don't think I've encountered a single bug, and it was an absolute blast to go through. So the fact that it wasn't made by a huge team is astounding to me. So hats off to you, Dave Miller and John Wingrove. You've made something quite special. Anyways. On that note, it's time to end. Thank you so very much, those of you who joined me on this ridiculous and hopefully entertaining adventure. And if it wasn't entertaining, sorry. Thanks for watching though. I'm Barky, and I'll catch you next time.